I'm Bryce Butterfield, and I'm going to tell you about Salem, Massachusetts, and what fun things there are to do there, including the attractions offered and a little bit about the history. So a little bit about Salem is that it's most known for its witch trials in 1692, where many locals were executed for witchcraft. This is also where a lot of the pilgrims lived once they got to America and started life until chaos happened. First thing I'm going to talk about are things to do there. Surprisingly, for being a historical town, there are a lot of attractions within the area, like haunted houses and other so-called haunted things. Since Salem has many attractions today, I'm only going to focus on three main things to do, which include exploring the history of the Salem witch trials, going on the harbor tour, and viewing where the witch trial executions took place. One of the most famous things to do while in Salem is visit the Salem Witch Museum. This is where all the historical things took place. According to Salem.org, the Salem Witch Museum has been in commission since 1972. One of the great things about this museum, they offer the horrific story about the 1692 trials. What makes this reenactment so great is the fact that they have a life-size stage that is built to resemble the Salem in 1692. The goal of this reenactment is to have you feel like you're actually back in time, living in the 17th century. The next thing that Salem has to offer is the Witch Mansion. According to witchmansion.com, this mansion is actually said to be the most haunted house in Salem, which walking through this mansion, you'll be clinging on your loved ones, bracing yourself for the scares that come around each corner. No matter which direction you decide to go, there's no escaping the horrors. A surprise awaits. According to Salem.org, this mansion opened in 1948 and hasn't been in commission ever since. To this day, people still enter the mansion eager and leave with fear in their eyes. The third thing I'm going to talk about is the harbor tours. These tours actually take you around the different areas in Salem. While there are many different tours offered, today I'm going to tell you about the Baker's Island Lighthouse Tour. As found in the Historic Stories attraction, when Baker Island's lighthouse was first built, it consisted of two twin towers standing about 40 feet apart. But in 1816, it was decided to remove one of the towers and completely rebuild the standing one. However, this confused Marines and actually caused multiple shipwrecks. Due to all the wrecks in the 1820s, both the lighthouses were placed back on Baker Island. Tragically, in 1879, a tornado struck Baker Island, destroying the towers and killing 30 people. Since then, one tower was rebuilt and left standing to visit Baker Island. Aside from the deep history you'll get to explore on the island, you will get to enjoy a 2.5-hour boat ride. On this boat ride, tour guides will provide informational facts and allow for any questions. Another interesting attraction in Salem is Proctor's Edge, the place where 19 witches were executed more than 300 years ago. This place is still standing. According to Salem Witch Museums, it was believed that 19 of those were executed actually submit to Gallows Hill. However, Sidney Pearley, a local historian, located and believed these innocent lives were taken on Proctor's Ledge. After this finding in 1936, this land was purchased and named Witch Memorial Land. A memorial was placed here in 2017, allowing tourists to visit this land and find beauty in such shameful event. Here you will find the names of all 19 accused of witches engraved, along with other information regarding the executions. I think that going to Salem, Massachusetts would be an awesome experience, not for only the historical aspect, but just for a very nice and well-known community from what I've seen. Salem is a major part of American history and has a great story to tell just through what you can go and see. The more I read about Salem, the more I became more interested in learning. Visiting such a historical town would truly be a sight to see, and I believe this would be an amazing place to visit. The more I started learning, the more I thought it'd be an amazing place to go and visit. In conclusion, I think Salem would be an awesome place to go visit. Salem would be will give you a thrilling and fun experience with all the haunted houses, beautiful boat tours, and creepy feeling of looking at where innocent people were hung and killed. Salem has so much to offer. It would be an awesome vacation spot for you and your family, even if you have kids.